My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, go to SelectQuote.com. SelectQuote.com. That's SelectQuote.com.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at SelectQuote.com/commercials.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Educate, empower, enable, impact. Thank you for tuning in to That Will Never Work podcast, where we share inspiring information and personal experiences related to business and the entrepreneurial journey from those who are leaders in their respective field. Now, here's your host, author and business coach, Maurice.
Hello, everybody. Thank you very much for tuning in. I welcome you back. Thank you very much for coming on today. We had to reset ourselves. We had done some things from our religious beliefs, so we had taken off some time and things like that. But one of the things that I had to learn or understand and process during my time off was I present where my feet were? And I had heard that statement. Then it seemed like every time something else would come on, or TV, the radio, whatever it was, even a podcast I was listening to, the question was, am I where my feet are? My question to you today is very similar. Are you where your feet are? One of the things that I've had to learn, especially dealing with family member who has been dealing with anxiety and depression and things like that, and then start to evaluate where I really am when it comes to that. Personally, have I been dealing with it and what I've had to do and overcome, so forth and so on. And dealing with my loved one who's dealing with depression, I realized that in my conversations and everything, I had to drop everything in order for me to be present. I had to not use my phone. I had to not use social media or my iPad or the TV or whatever other things that could become distractions. I had to make sure that I was present in the moment. One of the other things I had to learn was being present in my journey of where I am today. I haven't always been. So if somebody were to walk up to me and ask me, Maurice, what was your journey like? Have you been able to enjoy it? I haven't been able to enjoy it as much as I probably could have or should have, because as I sit back and reflect, you know what? I realized that there were a lot of days that I have missed because I was not present in the moment. A lot of times we are trying to, multitask, right? We're trying to do multiple things at one time, and unfortunately we miss out on the little things and the little details that help us learn and process what's going on because of us multitasking. Some of us are so busy of living in the future that we're missing the right now and what's going on right now. We're planning so far in the future, 5, 10, 15 years from now. Yes, I'm not saying to you to not do that, to not plan, but you can't live in the future because it hasn't come yet. And then there are some of us that have difficulty dealing with the past and getting over things that are in past. So you're in a place of heartache and pain and not being able to grow. So what's stopping you today for being where your feet are? As I sit here on the microphone talking with you, I have to take a moment to just say how appreciative I am for each and every one of you who have stayed with me over the last 4 years of That Will Never Work podcast. I just thank each and every one of you who have been there for the last 5 years for the No Fruit podcast and the Neighbors podcast. I need to thank each and every one of you and tell you how appreciative I am of you, and that speaking those words of gratitude and appreciation, those moments of affirmations, it allows you to stay grounded and stay focused and to enjoy the moment. I realized that my daughter will be graduating from college very, very shortly, and how many days have I missed of her growing up? I often have a conversation with some of my friends and say, hey, if I was one of those business persons that were so consumed with moving the business forward, that I would not have the opportunity to watch them grow. I may not have had the opportunity to watch my daughter at her lacrosse games. I may not have had the opportunity to watch my son work the camera for all the theatrical performances at his school. I may not have been able to be there when they won their awards in elementary and middle school. I may not have been there when they had 2 graduations, because both of my kids had 2 high school graduations, one at their primary high school and one at their technical high school. If I was not present in their lives and in those moments, I may not have been able to enjoy even a little bit of things that I did experience. No, I wasn't there for every moment or for every second, I don't remember. I can't tell you their first steps. I can't tell you their first word necessarily because so many other things were consuming me in those moments, those younger years. And you know why? I'll tell you why. I was not one that really was a baby person. I'm just not a baby person, right? I could deal with you when you're a toddler. So, but I didn't take in consideration that for my children, I should have looked at it a little differently because 1, they were mine, and number 2, those moments were precious because now that they are adults, and I tend to start to think about and I look at them and see what they're speaking about, what they're into and things like that. I'm like, wow, I remember those days when. But there are some days that I don't remember. I remember when I started working in computers or whatever else, but I don't remember the real transformational situation that I had that took it to another level. Because I was too busy being caught up in the future and not the present. In some ways, I was caught up in the past and not allowing relationships to grow and to mature and to manifest itself into a beautiful butterfly because we got caught up in past situations and arguments and things like that. I'm speaking to you from a position of experience today and reflection. And one of the reasons why I'm in this mindset because I'm in the process of redoing the Well, Why Not workbook, and it will be out very shortly, and it's helping me to formulate my thoughts and my actions for them to be on one accord, so that way, yes, I'm looking forward to what the future has for me, but I'm also enjoying the journey that's taking place. I'm enjoying the growth that's taking place. I'm enjoying the the sights, the sounds, the smells, things like that. I used to take a look at individuals funny when we would go into a place like, let's say, a Dunkin' Donuts or Panera Bread, and people really love the smell of coffee, and I just didn't understand it. But now when I look back, are they taking in the moment of just whatever that freshness was, that anticipation of that good cup of coffee that they were going to partake in? And when people sit down and eat or drink something, they close their eyes and be like, good, like Campbell's soup. What is it that makes you stop and enjoy? Stop and smell the roses. Stop and smell the coffee. Stop and enjoy that piece of cake. Stop and enjoy your Pepsi. Whatever the situation is, what is it that's going to make you stop and enjoy it? I challenge each and every one of you today to just take a moment and stop and enjoy where your feet are. Thank you.
Thanks for listening. Find us on social media at Chisholm Group LLC and check back weekly for new episodes. Until next time, that will never work, or will it?
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Hello, Saver. Whether you're saving for that trip to the tropics or saving for an emergency, now is the time to take advantage of Wells Fargo's savings options. Wells Fargo offers savings accounts that can help you save towards your goals. So, what are you saving for? Visit a Wells Fargo branch or wellsfargo.com/save to open a savings account today.
Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.